Now, if I were Sadiq Khan as a London mayor, I would be extremely worried about my future and my leadership. Not only I'll have to be dealing with Howard Cox, the Reform UK mayoral candidate, who's very robust, but also potentially Susan Hall as a Conservative candidate. She's not been confirmed yet, but she's pretty solid. This is about a new ULEZ coalition that has now been launched, cross-party and non-partisan. Everybody from drivers and small business owners and activists and candidates, they're all joining it. And this is brilliant. Coalition against the ULEZ expansion and also ULEZ itself. So firstly, you had the five London boroughs, Bexley, Bromley, Harrow, Hillingdon, Surrey, who are Conservative-led, Tory-led. So these guys started the court case, and the court case started earlier this week. And we're going to keep you guys posted on the verdict of that, obviously, because at the end of August, Sadiq Khan is going to be expanding ULEZ. But now we also have a new organization. The Stop ULEZ Coalition has now been launched. Alan Miller announced it from the Together Association, saying that campaigners, councillors, and lots of independents from a wide range of political backgrounds all say no to ULEZ. The more we stand together, stronger we are. So the actual announcement says that the Stop ULEZ Coalition, the undersigned, reject the false claims underpinning the expansion of London Mayor Sadiq Khan's ultra-low emission zone, ULEZ. It is undemocratic and hugely unpopular. We call on the mayor to stop the ULEZ expansion. We demand an end to this tax on vehicles that do not meet arbitrary emission levels. The premise of this tax is meaningless. There is no clear, measurable health benefits, despite Sadiq's insistence to the contrary. That's a very good point. Now, Sadiq Khan's ULEZ expansion has nothing to do with air pollution, they say. It will damage local communities and businesses, and not only in London. Now we know that. It will impact surrounding counties and all visitors to the city. ULEZ expansion will severely impact our freedoms and mobility, and severely undermine our ability to earn a living. In the context of the current cost of living crisis, this will impact the poor most. We believe the way to guarantee longevity and quality of life is to ensure that people have sufficient incomes and access to the resources and services this requires. This includes affordable transport and networks. Instead of placing further financial and bureaucratic burdens on the public, the mayor should focus on supporting and developing these resources, enabling businesses to thrive. This includes delivering much needed infrastructure to London. And it's not just, as I said, London itself. It's not just the counties surrounding London. It's also will be creating a bad precedent. So we already have clean air zones in Birmingham. You have the low emission zones in Glasgow and many other places. If Sadiq Khan wins this court case, that's going to give permission to all the other local authorities and devolved administrations to do the similar thing. So this is going to be a fight for all of us in the country, not just in London. Now, they also say we are drivers, pedestrians, cyclists, bus and rail passengers. We are business owners and employees. We are able-bodied and disabled. We are campaigners and representatives from across the political spectrum. We stand together as residents of London, the surrounding counties and beyond, united in our firm belief that we must stop the ULEZ expansion. We call on all to join us in this campaign. Now, they have a list of those who've joined. You can see Adam Brooks, who's a political commentator on GB News, who also has a massive pub in Essex. We've got Alan Miller himself, the co-founder of the Together Association. We got a couple of others from the COP, the Car 26, as well as there's someone from the Free Bristol Street. We got a councillor from Bromley, Colin Smith. We got a DJ and campaigner, Danny Rampling. We've got an economist and comedian, Dominic Frisby. We've got Association of British Drivers. We've got someone from Stop ULEZ Expansion itself. We've got an independent councillor from Basildon Council. We've got a barrister, Francis Hoare. We also have a London taxi driver. We've got Harry Miller from the Fur Cop and also part of the Together cabinet. We've got Howard Cox, who's the Reform Party London mayoral candidate. We've got James Melville, the media commentator. Again, we got so many people from across the political spectrum. We got Lawrence Fox, the leader of Reclaim Party, and many, many others who have signed up to this coalition. It's the only way you can actually get everybody from all sides to get together on one issue, just like what happened during the lockdown, with the lockdown protests, when we brought people from the left and right and the sane and insane, and everybody came from different sides, because it was a common fight, common enemy. And I think this could be the realignment of the political spectrum as we know it, because it's no longer about the traditional left and right. It's no longer about just conservative versus socialist. It's much wider. It's about control versus freedom and liberty. And we have to fight back before it gets too late. Now, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out the coalition. I'm Mahyar Tousi, and we are the media.